before them with regard to whether or not they can choose one or the other.
No. I think I know the answer to this, but I'm going to ask the question anyway. What attorney or attorneys represent the Jackson Redevelopment Authority and this Board of Commissioners on this particular issue?
Before, do we have any other questions? Because we're going to get into something else. We need to get into this, but I want to make sure we. Any other questions that anybody has for Al, comments?
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
No, both down.
You want to take a break? And come back and done? All right. What attorneys represent this board and the Jackson Results Project?
Your brief statement was that in this particular matter, we have not removed ourselves from your representation. So we certainly.
All right, so Tony, you're one. Who else?
Tony's hired for the bond.
But wait, I'm just asking who's representing
It's
us.
important to know. Right? For the bond. And just so we're clear, because Zach does not represent us in his firm on the bond issue. Zach still represents us as general counsel.
All right. I got to tell him, Penny, do you represent us on this?
I thought that I was representing JRA in connection with all matters except for full spectrum. But I have not been involved and I have not been privy to meetings involving the structuring of this transaction. I have not seen documents. I have not seen a purchase agreement. So I'm not able to say that I represent you in the sense of what has been done.
Okay. Lucian?
We were engaged. We all bond counsel.
So you represent
JRA.
and this board.
On the bonds. And then we hired him last week.
Any other attorneys that represent this organization or this board? That. So you're in here too. All right. Anybody else?
Sam Bagley. I'm advising the underwriter.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Advising the
Underwriters counsel.
So where are we going? My question: where are we going with this?
I'm getting ready to ask my next question. In our attorney's opinions, from the perspective that they are representing JRA and this board, has JRA and this board met and satisfied all the legal requirements in the RSP and the subsequent documents related to this transaction, including the bond documents and the security offering documents?
Bond documents and security. All of the bond documents have not been completed at this time.
Okay.
Certainly, it is our opinion that you have complied with the statute to this point.
Okay.
Tony, then you don't agree with Zach's firm?
I do not.
Will our attorneys be issuing any opinion that the bonds have been validly issued?
Absolutely. Every attorney that that has been hired by this board for the bond issue will issue an opinion. You will also have an opinion that comes from the state bond council, and if this transaction is validated, you will have a chancellor's opinion.
I'm glad you brought that up because I'm coming to that too. Can this board rely on the attorney's opinions in casting our vote?
You should always rely on representation of the council as you make your decisions.
Has the state bond attorney issued a legal opinion about the validity of the bonds?
The state bond council opinion is presently on file with the Hines County Chancellor's Court, yes.
Has the state bond attorney,
Say it again.
I wanted to know if the state bond attorney has issued a legal opinion about the validity of the bonds, and will that opinion be part of the filing with the Chancery Court?
Absolutely.
Has the state bond attorney approved the lease agreement, and will that be validated in Chancery Court?
The draft of the please approved by this board is in court.
Has the bond attorney
Yes.
addressed that?
In his opinion.
Will the state bond attorney be approving the city's contribution agreement, and will that be validated in Chancery Court?
That's one of the forms that is within the long list of documents that the board presented, yes.
Well, this is my list of questions from about an hour's worth of sleep last night.
I just have
Only
one.
got you about half an hour.
I have one question of Lucian. Now, in the last meeting, it was my understanding that you all said that once the bond counsel, I'm assuming that's you will issue an opinion that would be tantamount to relieving us of any personal liability.
What I stated was that we would
Good man.
Good try, man.
You're so nice.
Everybody see you going on and do that language. Say it again.
What I stated was that if the bonds closed, we'll issue an opinion that the bond has been validly issued. If they're tax exempt bonds, we will speak to the tax exempt nature of those bonds and the expenditure of those funds, that you've complied with state law. Pretty much, that's what it is.
Pretty much.
Well, what I'm saying is, we will give that opinion that you have complied with the state law that you operate under. This section of the code, 4335-1, as says, and that the bonds have been validly issued and you've complied with state law. Now, I can't sit here and guarantee anybody anything against personal liability. For the simple reason, you can come take it off. We give you that opinion. You're sued. You're going to be suing us. So, I mean, that's what it boils down to.
Let me do this another way. Am I correct in saying that documents that were drafted, and which Bo alluded to, were drafted by at least all of the six, or one of the six that's been named? Right.
Yes, I mean, it's been an effort amongst several attorneys, including Tony, people in our office.
But I'm talking about the ones of record that we're...
Oh, yes.
that we
What you
signed
approved
off,
a
that
week
we
ago
signed off
today
on.
is what's before the court. That's what you approved.
Those are the ones that we would be
Receive funds out of the bond
would be
proceeds.
received from, and that they would also bear a responsibility for the drafting of those documents if they were in accordance with good rules and regulations and all that good stuff, right? Okay. So at least we have proper addresses on who to sue.
Right. We know where to find it.
Okay.
Other questions or comments from commissioners? I want to say that the circumstances of this deal certainly has brought about a lot of unusual consideration at our board level, since we do deals, that involve millions of dollars all the time. And the thing that probably has been most worrisome, particularly in this office for me, has been maybe the thought, of some, certainly maybe the way the paper put it, that some kind of way there has been some intentional illegal dealing, by the Jackson Development Authority in here, and that we as commissioners, would frankly, seemingly by maybe even some, don't have the integrity and for the sake of a deal, are willing to go forth, with a deal that for any means. And I want to publicly say to everybody here, that is absolutely not so. Both for me personally and then everybody else that I know that sits at this table, as always, first their own personal integrity is the highest regard. And has always sought to deal very transparently, appropriately, legally, in every other high standard way in terms of dealing with the business of the Jacksonville Development Authority and the City of Jackson in relationship to this. And I publicly want to say that, in terms of this position, none of us receive a dime. As people are going to get paid very well in this deal, and so they should. I don't have an issue with that. Professionals getting paid. Okay? But, I just want to put on the record, and this whole issue of liability, which, has been the elephant in the room, around this, has been a specter that has not been very, very nice. And a lot of things have been said in this, that I hope all of us will learn from this deal as we go forward, because this is not the end, for us in terms of things. We're put in a position and place here to make decisions, related to the city. And I hope that there's no doubt about it, we will make a decision, and we will move forward, okay, from this time as a part of it. And so I just want to publicly say that, it has been our intent, and that we make this vote, that we will make this vote in light of the fact of what we think is best and most appropriate for the city of Jackson in relationship to a convention center on the table.
Amen.
Chairman,
I'm preaching for the day.
I would advise to the board that we will not participate in this transaction. Should not in any way be intended to reflect upon the personal integrity of the board members. In no way was our decision. It should be interpreted as questioning y'all's integrity.
I know.
Now, wait, does that include John?
I'm glad he brought that up. Are we going to deal with this openly?
I thought we said go into executive
I have an issue or two that I'd like to bring up in executive session.
All right, then, we will give a motion to go into executive session.
So moved.
Discussion concerning the prospective leasing of real property pursuant to request for proposals.
That's my motion.
Second.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Y'all step out, please.